All right, ready?
Ready.
Welcome to the Ultraflex Football Podcast, where we have fun with our friends while we talk about football and anything else we want to talk about. I'm your host, Anthony Sutton, and joining us for the first time is a lifelong friend. We've known each other, all four of us, for 25 plus years. He's a dog dad. He's a physical therapist. He's a doctor. He's a college athlete. Travis Enser.
And most importantly, a Titans fan.
Yeah, who thought it was a good idea to let another Titans fan on this podcast?
Got to even it out a little bit.
Come on, guys.
Let's go,
Also,
baby.
with us, you already heard Rob's voice, is Rob Green
What's up, guys?
and Ryan Wheeler.
What's up, Ultraflexers? So, I just wanted to remind everybody that throughout every episode, we've been dropping song titles for albums, and the albums are picked randomly. And I just want people to remember to listen for them and see if they can figure out what the album is that we're going through for the songs every week. So last week we had Backstreet Boys' Millennium, probably one of the most well-known albums of all time, maybe for our age group at least.
I want it that way.
That's beautiful, Tony. But I just want to remind everybody of that.
Falsetto.
And who's got the first?
Rob starting us off today.
All right, here we go, Rob.
All right, get out your pencils and papers.
For those
Or
keeping
markers.
score at home, I am up 3 after last week. And Travis
Up
has
to 3 now? Whew.
Yeah, it's
Nope,
got a fresh start.
we're starting over because we have a new friend.
We'll
What
just
is
let
this,
him be
trivia?
even up with you, Ryan. All right, Anthony's got a 3-pick lead.
Yep.
If you're ready, question 1 is this. In what country was pepperoni invented? Any first
I
guesses?
feel like this is a trick question.
I was gonna say, Italy.
I'm going to say Sicily.
All right. Here's your choices. A, France. B, Italy. C, Spain. Or D, the United States.
I'm gonna go.
Now,
B
is
if
it
you're gonna-
pepperoni or a pepperoni?
Oh
It is
man, when you say it like that,
Pepperoni. Pepperoni.
oh,
I'm going Italy, but I feel like that's too obvious, so it's not going to be it. But I'm still going Italy.
I was feeling good about the United States until Enser did a pepperoni thing, and now I'm like, ugh. Ugh.
All right.
All right, I'm
Everyone
sticking
locked
with it.
in?
I'm locked in.
I'm going to go with a wild card.
What do we got? We got Italy from
Probably
Anthony.
backwards.
Ryan went United States. And Travis goes Spain.
Hispania.
Anthony is correct.
No.
It is the United
Yes.
States.
Just
So it first showed up in the early 1900s in the U.S., created by Italian immigrants as an American version of salami.
melting
Wait.
pot.
Wait a minute, I was right.
Oh, did you say United States?
I said United States.
Oh, you were right then. Yeah.
Oh, let's
My
go.
bad. See, this is why you guys have to read your answers to me instead of making me try to figure out what you have written down because I can't figure it out.
Sorry.
Yeah,
All right.
let me
So
quote-
Ryan
Italy was too
gains one
easy.
back.
There's no way it was going to be that.
no,
But
okay.
Italian immigrants make sense.
Yes.
Yes.
We both
Tricky.
get half credit.
Tricky.
Sorry for the false answer
Oh.
there, Anthony. We'll move on to question 2, though. It is another one about countries. According to the 2022 World Happiness Report, what is the happiest country in the world?
Switzerland. Shout
I
out
think
to my
it's
cousin that lives in Switzerland.
Sweden.
I was actually going to guess Sweden too, but just to be different, I'm going to go with Canada.
Okay, one of those is on here in my choices. A, Denmark, B, Finland, C, Iceland, or D, Sweden.
Mm.
It's definitely one of those, what do they call them, Nordic
Yeah.
countries.
Which one was Iceland?
Iceland is C.
You know why? You know why I also think it's Sweden is because Rob is like super tricky, and he's going to go 2 D's in a row.
Oh, I think maybe you're overthinking it, Ryan.
Dude, you like double D's. I got it. Let's go.
Okay, all right.
I'm going to go
I
with Sweden.
see.
I think I've heard this one before.
Anthony, what'd you go with?
C.
And Ryan, you also said Sweden?
Sweden, baby. Let's go.
You are all incorrect.
Is
The
it
correct
Denmark?
answer is Finland.
Ooh.
For the
That was my
fifth-
third choice.
fifth consecutive year in 2022, Finland was found to be the happiest country in the world.
Because they have 20 people.
Yeah.
I'm actually curious what their population is. It's definitely lower than the United States, right? But I was curious what they actually measured this on. So it's apparently polling data on 6 particular categories, which are GDP per capita, social support, a healthy life expectancy, freedom to make your own life choices, generosity of the general population, and perceptions of internal and external corruption levels.
So, does that mean they don't actually go around asking anyone if they're happy?
Americans don't answer polls anymore. Although I think
Spam.
Sweden might be the freest.
Yeah.
I think that's where I've heard it.
Yeah.
So all of these were all top 5 answers. The United States, for a bonus point, whoever gets closest, where do you think the U.S. ranked?
44.
13th.
I'm going to say 12th.
Oh, should have went one higher. Anthony's closest. It was 19th.
Hmm.
Another point for Anthony.
Yes.
But if anybody gets the least happy country, I will also give you a bonus point.
Uganda.
Mexico.
That's a good guess. I'm gonna go with
North Korea.
North. No, because if they
They're
wrote
take
too,
polls.
they're too
happy,
afraid to.
They
yeah,
can't answer
to say-
polls.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna go with. I have no idea. Yeah, Uganda sounds good though.
Think of a recent war.
Ukraine.
Great.
Less recent.
Iraq.
All right, I tried, Ryan. It's Afghanistan.
I was completely puzzled on the war.
All right, so Ryan gets one, and I gave Anthony one for the bonus point. So
Is
All
that
right.
that poll
Fill up
must have been
great.
taken recently?
Yeah.
It is now time
2022.
to go to our
Do it every
draft
year.
segment. Last episode we did comedy movies. This time we're going to be doing Disney songs. And the draft order is going to be Rob.
Tony forgot that there's intro music to every segment again.
It just throws me off. You know, I got a good flow going, and boom. Draft order will be Rob, myself, Ryan, and then Travis. And then it is a snake draft. So Travis, you get picks 4 and 5 coming back to you. Rob, who are you taking with Disney song 101?
So I've been listening to a lot of Disney songs the last few days to get myself prepared for this. And what I found out, I went in not thinking there was a obvious choice for number 1. And I came out with an obvious choice for number 1. So let's get this draft down to business. And I'm taking I'll Make a Man Out of You from Mulan.
That song is so good. And I like how you preface that by saying, like, I've been listening to a lot of Disney songs to prep for this. Dude, you listen to Disney songs all the time.
I do. My daughter loves Disney movies, but I have been listening to more than usual.
Definitely on my list. So, not surprised. 101 probably should be on my list. I will go with as 102 something, I guess, a little bit with the times, especially given the elements in Buffalo that are going to be going on over the weekend, with a song from Frozen and Let It Go.
Let It Go did not make my list.
No, mine neither.
I make
I had it in mind. I don't know if I was going to take it, but
I don't know if I've heard it even.
Let it go. Ryan, who you got? 103.
Yeah. I think my favorite all-time Disney song is still on the board, so I'm gonna go with "Go the Distance" in Hercules.
Thought I could get that one on the way back.
No chance.
Well, I also don't think I could have got my number one choice on the way back. So
I can go the distance.
I knew we'd be similar there.
Yeah.
That was at my top.
All right, Travis, you get 4, and then you get the snake back. So you got 2 picks.
Okay. Got to go with Phil Collins here from Tarzan, Son of Man.
There's a lot of good ones on that movie.
There is. Yeah.
yeah, it's a great soundtrack.
And you get the 5th pick.
This is where I've got a lot of ways I could go. I'm going to go with Gaston, Beauty and the Beast.
Also on my list.
That was on there.
Solid choice.
Ryan, back to you.
Oh shoot! Wow, dude, I get my 2 favorite Disney songs. I'm gonna go with "A Whole New World."
Yeah.
Aladdin.
Can you sing both parts?
Yes, I can, but not well.
That would have been my second pick, so I like that.
Good right.
I am going to go against the grain a little bit and pick a song from Frozen again.
Oh,
What?
boy. Big Frozen guy over here.
I love Frozen. With "Do You Want to Build a Snowman?"
Ooh,
Okay.
doubling up on Frozen.
Yeah.
Interesting strategy.
That is against the grain.
All right, so I got 2 in a row now. I can't believe a Lion King song hasn't been picked yet.
I know.
And I really struggled to decide which one's my favorite here. But I think after listening to them, there's just one that just, to me, sounds better. And I'm going to go with "Can You Feel the Love Tonight" from Lion King.
I have 3 of them on my list. I'm gonna get one of them.
I actually have 4 on my list because I was like, I'm going to get one of these. There's a lot of good ones from that movie.
Are you going back to back, Lion King?
No, I don't think so. I think I'm going to go with... Oh, actually, I had 5 Lion King songs on there. I added one at the end. Maybe I do go 2, but I won't. I'm going to go with "You've Got a Friend in Me" from Toy Story.
Oh, that was gonna be my next pick. That's
You could go with another Frozen song, Tony.
That's probably gonna be my solution here. Let me see.
You haven't taken the best one yet.
I can't
From
listen
Frozen.
to any Randy Newman song without thinking of the Family Guy episode.
I will go with not Frozen. I'm gonna go with "The Bare Necessities" from The Jungle Book.
It's classic.
Classic choice.
Ryan, your third pick.
Yeah, we definitely got to put these out on the Twitter machine. See who wins this draft. Well, I feel like I'm gonna save that one for last because there's no way you guys take that. I'm gonna go with
I feel like there's one you have to take in this draft, right?
there is.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna go with "Colors of the Wind," Pocahontas.
I was really hoping you would take that second so I could get a whole new world.
Mm-mm.
Because I knew you're big on this song.
Man, that song is so deep, and I like to go deep. And
All right.
thinking, logic. Next.
I think mine are all like the upbeat,
Yeah.
get you going. You guys getting the romance.
Yep.
Oh, my first pick, though. I'll make a man out of you.
Enser, you had to finish your draft right now. You got 2 back to back. Who's your third pick?
Back to back. Gosh. You guys didn't take any of the rest of mine on my list, so I'm going to go with something. Here's my hint.
Oh man, what is that? Is that a bowl?
I'm going to go with You're Welcome
Yep.
in Moana, The Rock.
Good choice. Good choice.
This is
Oh,
line
that's
of
The Rock's.
expensive clothing.
I don't recognize any brands outside of Walmart, apparently.
I think it's Under Armour.
All right, and then finishing out your draft, who do you got?
Tough question.
I'm gonna go with something just outside the box. So I'm gonna go with Ain't No Mountain High Enough from Remember the Titans, which is Disney.
Love it.
Not animated. That's interesting.
Yep.
Let's go Titans.
Locker room scene.
That's a good movie.
Ryan, you said no one was going to pick it. Was that it?
No one's going to pick it.
I thought that's where you're going, but
nope. My last song is going to be the song that my daughter was born to, and when we were in the labor room, this song was playing, and it was "When You Wish Upon a Star" by Pinocchio. Or not by Pinocchio, in Pinocchio. I don't think Pinocchio sings it.
Dang, Pinocchio's a pretty good singer.
I think Jiminy Cricket chimes in and sings a little bit at some point, doesn't he?
Yeah, probably.
Said by Jiminy Cricket.
By Jiminy Cricket.
That is like the theme song for Disney, right?
I don't know. Is it?
Like the tune.
Yeah, I think so. Because
at least the old Disney where they like play with the castle and the blue screen.
Oh yeah.
I'm just looking at my list. You guys took most of them. I will go with one more Aladdin song, and I will go with Robin Williams. Friend Like Me.
You didn't want to do the Will Smith one?
No.
They're actually both good. I like both versions.
Rob, finishing us off with the Disney song draft.
And I want to take two, but I'm going to go with the one that made me cry recently. Kind of recently, at least the first time I heard it. It's probably the only time a Disney movie's really made me cry, but it was Remember Me from Coco. Singing to his,
I forgot about Coco.
Daughter. Yeah. So I'm taking that one. Hit me in the feels.
So Rob has Make a Man Out of You. Can You Feel the Love Tonight? You Got a Friend in Me and Remember Me. I
Rob
have
went
Let
for
It
the
Go.
Feels.
Huh?
Rob went for the feels, man. Holy cow.
That's what I'm saying.
Those are the best ones.
These Friday night pods got Rob all sorts of
You got a little Chardonnay over there?
I've got Let It Go, Do You Want to Build a Snowman, The Bare Necessities, and Friend Like Me. Ryan has Go the Distance, A Whole New World, Color of the Wind, and When You Wish Upon a Star. And Travis has Son of Man, Gaston, You're Welcome. And it's too long of a title. It doesn't fit. Ain't No Mountain High Enough. So we'll get that out on Twitter, see what you guys think, who won the draft. And now we're going to go to the football portion of the Ultraflex Football podcast.
So real quick, I just wanted to say, I think it's funny that when you become I don't know, I think for me it hit when I became a parent, but the shameless aspect of being able to say, like, this made me cry. Because if I would have said that in high school, I would have felt like, I don't know, weak or something like that. But now I just
embarrassed something. Yeah.
So you say that a song can make you cry, and it doesn't even. I feel for you when you say, I'm like, oh, that's cute, Rob. I'm not like, oh man, the dude's winning.
Are you saying
you know where I'm coming from? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
over there.
Matured?
I was extremely emotionally. I mean, I still am sometimes, but I'm not gonna lie. All right, we got football.
Football talk.
Lady, go.
Oh, whoops, that was the wrong one. Let's try this one instead.
All right, that's enough out of you. You're not going to give
Was
me.
that the right one?
No, that wasn't it either.
You're not going to give me crap about not letting you play the music and then play the wrong music. So we're done. Football. First thing that comes to my mind when thinking about football this last week is who the heck is going to be. Well, I really was thinking who's going to be 101 next year for fantasy. But most leagues now are Superflex or some form of Ultraflex, like we talked about at the beginning of this podcast. So it's probably going to be Mahomes or Josh Allen. Wide receiver, it's most likely going to be Justin Jefferson. But who is going to be running back number one taken next year? Rob, what do you think?
Well, what I was going to say was even in non-Superflex leagues, it might not be a running back next year. It might be Jefferson or even Kelsey. I mean, Kelsey's been so good this year, like he's been every year. And I know Ryan doubted him a little bit, but
A little bit?
until he stops doing what he's doing, it's tough to go against him. But running back wise, a couple weeks ago, I probably would have said Saquon Barkley. He's kind of dealing with some injuries now, so we'll see. Maybe Josh Jacobs. He's having a great year, but we don't really know where he's going to be. And it's tough. If Breece Hall didn't get hurt, he was on track to be that guy. But we don't know how that
started. I mean, he was probably in consideration for a few weeks. Now he's dropped off pretty significantly.
Maybe it's just Christian McCaffrey again, as long as he stays healthy these next few weeks.
Brian, what do you think?
I mean, I'm not sure I could throw out many more names than what Rob just did. I know Enser probably would throw out Derrick Henry if he's even still on the Titans next year, but he does seem to have lost a step. I've heard that he's getting arm tackled a lot this year, like going down on the first hit. He's not busting through the line, breaking all those tackles like the Derrick Henry that all Titans fans come to know and love.
Yeah, one stat I saw that I didn't like on him for his longevity is in previous years he's been a guy who ramps up as the game goes on, right? He gets good at the end of games. This year his efficiency has been better at the beginning of games and gotten bad as games have gone on. So it's not good for the future outlook there.
Not loving that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I guess I was thinking Breece Hall too, but is he going to be fully healthy by the start of the year?
I don't know. He tore it early, luckily, so hopefully he's got time. But
it's tough.
The other thought that came into my mind was there's a lot of very big playoff implication games, if that's even what I'm trying to say. Too many glasses of bourbon before the episode. But we got the Dolphins and the Bills. We have the Lions and the Jets. We have the Titans and the Chargers. Now the Titans are pretty much a lock to win that division at this point. But are the Chargers going to make it? Are the Jets going to make it? And then we have the Bucks and the Bengals. And Travis, out of those games, as a Titans fan, which one are you most interested in watching?
Well, since I have the Sunday ticket, I can watch pretty much any of them. I might just red zone it.
Red zone is the best way to watch football.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough to go back for me. This is the first year I had it.
Yeah, I'll certainly have Titans game on for sure, but I'll probably bounce. I definitely want to see the Bengals, Bucks. I wasn't fully listening, so I don't know if you said it.
I was I was just going to say, you were sitting there staring off to the side, and you
well, I was thinking about running backs because, I had some.
You never got to chime in on that one.
It's all good. It's all good. I had some thoughts.
What you got? Who's your running back?
I thought I could add, you guys.
That's not the reason we brought you or asked you to join us. We didn't think you could add him. We just thought you would help us. Yeah. We thought you'd make us look better.
Yeah.
Hey, do we expect Breece Hall week 1? What do you think?
No.
Give us some injury insight. Not full strength week 1.
No.
Okay.
Doubt it. No, not for running backs, wide receivers.
What about Kyler Murray? Obviously not week 1, but when will he be back?
After midseason.
So
really?
Mr. Physical Therapist, if you tear your ACL, what is it? 10 months now? Because AP came back and kind of changed everyone's mindset.
Technically, still around 12.
Quarterback.
But obviously the surgery is changing like every year. The surgery changes, the protocol changes.
Yep.
They're ramping guys up. The only thing they're not doing is probably shooting them with Toradol anymore. But
Age matters too, right?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
position mostly, I would think.
For Kyler, is it long? Could it be a few weeks longer because he is 5'8" and not going to be able to stand in the pocket and just be Peyton Manning? Like,
Yeah, that was gonna be my question because he's a mobile quarterback. Is it going to take him longer to get back to himself versus a guy like? I mean, I know Brady's old, but say a quarterback like
I would
Tom Brady, where he's a
imagine.
pocket
I mean,
passer.
the most recent you probably think is like RG3, and he was never the same. But I mean,
They also
they're
rushed him
all
back.
a little different because I mean, RG3 obviously already had a tear. He probably had some bad meniscus damage too.
Yeah.
But
So, are you saying we can bury the hatchet on Kyler next year?
I wouldn't draft him early.
All right.
Yeah, if you're saying he's
For
going to be out for at least
real,
mid-season, I mean, that definitely impacts the way
And
I
even how much you see him as, like right now, he's kind of a versatile player. I don't know how much of that you'll see. Even I think they'll probably alter the offense just a little bit for him,
Well,
kind of
think
like
about,
they have for some mobile quarterbacks in the past. You know, they'll come
Yeah.
back, but really he's just doing the bare minimum with his feet.
You've seen it recently with guys like Dak. He
Yes.
tore his, and then he didn't run at all for like 2 years.
And when he
Burrow
did,
this year is starting to finally run again 2 years after his ACL. So
it's like a big deal. The announcers will be like, "Oh, he's taken off for 5 yards."
we never really know the extent of the injury. Like even Allen, obviously we talk a lot about the Bills. Like we have no idea how much his elbow injury is impacting his decisions. Like he doesn't, to me, it doesn't seem like he's attacking downfield as much. But that could also be just the way the defenses are playing it. Another thought I had: who is your biggest, I guess, disappointment for fantasy or biggest miss for fantasy? And I guess I'll answer first while you guys think. I thought Allen Robinson was going to go to the Rams and have a monster year and just kind of like fit right into that offense. And that has just been an epic fail. Whenever he played for Chicago, like I sneakily wanted to grab Allen Robinson late in rounds because I was like, he's going to get targets. He's a heck of a receiver. So I just figured going to McVay and Stafford, he was going to take off, and it was like the opposite of that.
Yeah.
So that'd be my answer. Rob, do you have an answer?
Yeah, I think I was kind of on the hype train of Kyle Pitts and really expected him to ascend to Travis Kelce levels, and that just did not happen. And I blame it a lot on the Falcons' offense. I think he still has the talent, and obviously the injury didn't help now, but hopefully moving forward he can get to that level. But this year was a bust.
Travis, you got a guy?
Yeah, I'd probably say he's still done well. I think he's still top 10, but Justin Herbert, I think it's mostly been his weapons have been down. He's had Eckler all season, but Mike Williams, Keenan Allen have been in and out. The line is not good. Better than the Titans, but not good.
Yeah.
And so I took him pretty high, expecting him to be up there with Josh Allen, kind of competing for top 3 quarterback, and he's barely top 10.
Yeah, he had some mid-season struggles for sure.
Yeah,
He was
I
hurt
think when
too.
we were doing
Big
our QB
doozies.
rankings, we all agreed that Mahomes, Herbert, and Allen were like on a different tier, and then just hasn't played out that way. Hurts has jumped into that tier.
Hurts and Burrow probably should have been there.
Yeah,
Brian,
over Herbert.
I'm gonna go Elijah Moore.
Yeah,
Like
doing
wide receiver 85 right now. Zach Wilson just kills Elijah Moore's value. It's terrible. And he's going to be back this week, so I would not be starting Elijah Moore if I had him on my fantasy team in playoffs.
We're changing up the I guess it used to be Stardom Situm, now it was Ultraflex I don't even remember what the name was, where we were doing DFS. So I'll get to that in a second. But Ryan's giving you some free advice there of not starting Elijah Moore. The only other thing I had was the NFL on Saturday. It's going to be amazing. 3 pretty good games. Rob will be going to the Bills game. He'll be
in the snow.
Long
playing
Johns.
around in 6 and 7 inches of snow. So take a
Just
couple
went out
pictures.
and bought some $80 mittens to keep warm. So hopefully they
They're like
work.
$80.
Get some of
They have a
those
heater in
hot
there?
hands.
You
those
could
little
put
packets.
you could put the hot hands in them. They have a zipper to put them down
Nice.
into the over the top of the fingers.
And then last week we got our TD parlay correct. So that was exciting. Our confidence level 10 picks this week. I will be going with Kansas City to cover against the Texans. They'll be giving 14.5 points. I think the first half of the game has the potential to be close because Kansas City is probably going to be sleepwalking a little bit. But I think eventually Mahomes just completely takes over and they end up winning by 3 or 4 touchdowns. And this is probably a game where Mahomes knows he's in a pretty big MVP battle, and this is a game where you can get some stats up.
If the Texans didn't just give the Cowboys a game and almost beat them, that line might have been closer to 20. So I like it.
Rob, who do you have?
I know Ryan hates it, but I'm taking the Jaguars plus 4.5 this week against the Cowboys.
Not a
It's like-
Jag.
I think the Cowboys were lucky to survive that game against Houston. They have a look-ahead game coming up next week against Philly, and Jacksonville is looking pretty good. So give me the
Do you
Jaguars
think
plus
Dallas
4.5.
has already played their best football this year?
Maybe, but I do think they are a good team, and if they could find a way to beat the Eagles, I could see them going on a run. But that's going to be a tough wild card game because it's pretty much locked in that they're going to have to play the Buccaneers. And do they really want to have to play? I mean, they've looked terrible, but do you want to play Brady in the playoffs? I don't know.
The reason I'm hesitant is just, I don't know, man. The Titans make everyone look good right now. Their defensive line has just not been what it was with Nico Autry in there. And they can't stop anybody.
Vegas knows, and they're only a 3-point underdog against the Chargers.
Yeah.
I had to like scroll a few times on my phone to see the full injury list this week.
Titans are once again leading the league in injuries.
Travis, who do you have?
I have the Lions.
I
I think they're -1. Yeah, momentum. They're playing well. Even their defense has been pretty good, but their offense is good. They've managed to not have a lot of injuries here recently, which is definitely helping late in the season. You got a lot of teams with guys just dropping like flies, so they've stayed fairly healthy. Obviously, with AC/DC, they're staying motivated.
The Jameson Williams getting healthy will be an extra
Yep,
spark.
that's big.
Jared Goff is just playing out of his mind right now. So it's I like the pick, and it'd be good for the Bills to get. Well, actually, I don't know. Let the Jets make the playoffs. Who cares? Ryan, who do you have?
I have the under 36.5 points for the Cardinals at the Broncos. I feel like every time we've picked the lowest over under to go under, it's happened. So I'm rolling with it today.
It's been a
this
good
week.
strategy for us.
Yeah.
And Russ is out. Kyler's out.
Yeah.
Got pretty poor quarterback play.
Well, the Broncos might have better quarterback play. We'll see.
And then last thing before we move on is we haven't talked too much about the Dolphins Bills. The only thing I want to say about the game before the actual game is I'm very disappointed because at the start of the year I really liked Mike McDaniel, but now he's becoming very punchable. Like, I'm not a violent guy. I've
You
literally
didn't
never
like his
been in a fight.
T-shirt today?
I did not like his T-shirt. He's getting cocky, and he hasn't won anything.
In case case people didn't see, he was wearing a shirt that said, "I wish it were colder."
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't see.
Yeah, they had the AC set to what, like 60 in Miami.
Yeah. It's gonna be
Yeah,
it's gonna be like 20. It feels like 10.
that's a
and
good
7
simulation
inches.
of Buffalo
Yeah.
mid-December.
But I do think it's good for the rivalry to get. I think Robert Saleh after the Bills game said we'll see them again. I think Mike McDaniel trying to throw some shade at the city of Buffalo is good. So now the Bills just have to go out there and beat them by 40.
Yeah, as a Bills fan, it is nice for all of the teams to be at least semi-competitive and close. It is fun to have a division of good teams.
I think it's
Especially
good
when
for
you're
the
on
Bills.
top.
They can kind of work on their run game a little bit this week.
Hopefully.
Yeah, they need to figure that out before playoffs.
All right, we'll go to my segment.
Holy crap, that came up fast. All right.
All right, I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna do a knock knock joke. So to make so that not everyone does knock knock, I'm gonna pick on Ryan here.
Wait,
Knock,
I'm supposed to say knock knock?
No, I got it.
Oh, okay.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
I eat mop.
I eat my poo.
Nice.
That's all I got. That's the joke. That's never not going to be funny.
Like a 5-year-old man.
Did you feel that one coming, Ryan? Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I let it come out nicely.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you did. All right, now we're going to the underdog. Or sorry, this is what I was talking about earlier. But Ryan, play the music.
We're doing the what?
What used to be the DFS, but now we're doing underdog. So with the four of us, we decided not to do 4 DFS plays because then we're starting to set up the whole lineup and it gets kind of difficult, and it's actually more fun for us to do underdog. So we're going to be picking just players over under for the game, rushing yard, passing yards, receiving yards. I'm going to be going with James Cook over 22.5 yards this week. I think with the weather forecast, there's going to be probably 30 to 40 rushing attempts for the Bills. I think James Cook gets at least 5 or 10 of those, and he really needs just to average 2-3 yards a carry if he gets that many carries. So it should be pretty easy for him to hit the over at 22.5. So that's going to be my pick.
That was rushing yards, just for clarification, correct?
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Brian, who you got?
I have got Mike Williams going over 52.5 receiving yards against that very porous Tennessee secondary. They're bad. They're so bad. And looks like Nico Autry might not be in again, which leaves me no hope. Yeah. Leaves me no hope for them to actually get to the quarterback. Everyone's out, dude. They have like 6 or 7 starters on defense that are out. And no one cares because it's the Tennessee Titans, right? But it's actually pretty impressive what they've been able to do this year. As bad as the injury bug has hit them again. And I think that might be part of the reason. I mean, speculation, but part of the reason why John Robinson was kicked out. I don't know. It seems like he must be in charge of the hiring of the staff that takes care of the players, the medical staff and all that, because they've been leading the league the last 2 years. Last year they set a record, and this year they're on pace to damn near tie what they did last year. So if you have a medical staff that's doing that poorly, or are they really just that injury prone?
Did they let anybody go from the medical staff?
I hope that, I mean, maybe not.
I don't
yet.
know if that's news.
It's more their training staff.
Yeah.
They need to do something.
Yeah, the training staff.
I got to get Travis down there.
What?
If I'm down there, it's too late.
What do they need to do? Do they need to stretch better, guys? Like, what's the issue here? Strength train more? Like, what's the issue?
Something. There's been a lot of talk about, turf versus grass, but I mean, the Titans have a grass field, so
yeah, and every team
they're still getting hurt at home. But I think it's just contagious. Once we get, I love Taylor Lewan, but once he's out of the building, I think we'll see the injuries go down.
I know
He always sets it. He's always one of the first to go down.
He does
Goes
seem
out
to
for the
get hurt a
year,
lot.
and then everybody else goes out.
He's too busy doing a podcast like us.
I think
Or drink a beer out of fish. You guys seen that video?
Oh yeah, it's so
At the Predators game.
beer and fish, both disgusting. That dude is doubling down.
I know we're
I think-
talking about the Titans, but Rob, did you see that Josh Allen has a new shoulder stretch? Must have a cold shoulder. They were doing like all sorts of crazy stuff with him.
No, I did not see
Probably
that.
doing a lot of nerve glides. Get that ulnar nerve moving a little bit.
Yep, the ulnar nerve. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, you gotta really stretch that ulnar nerve.
Travis, who do you have for your underdog play of the
I
week?
have. I'm not as bitter about him anymore after the Robinson firing. I think a little more clarity. I've got AJ Brown to go over 70.5 yards. They're playing the Bears, who can't win a game this year. So I think they'll beat him easily. The only trouble will be if for some reason they get up from their defense scoring a lot, then they're just going to kind of wind the clock because they're looking to try and not get people hurt. But I think, could be 2 or 3 catches for Brown, and that's 70 yards.
Get him early.
Yeah.
I think fantasy team hopes so.
Mine too.
Amy
that
Adams
offense is clicking.
what she's doing now is getting rid of the people who are affiliated with the AJ Brown trade. That was such a terrible trade.
Rob, who do you have?
Yep. So last up, I took Jalen Waddle under 56.5 receiving yards. Just think this is going to be a messy game. We'll see how Tua does in the cold and snow. In any cold game he's had, he's been bad in his career so far. So until he shows otherwise, I expect that to trickle down to his wide receivers. So I'll take the under there.
Makes sense, especially if they're going to get 7 inches of snow. Cool. So that's the underdog. So we all picked 1, so we have 4 total. Obviously, when I think the multiplier on underdog is times 10 if you have 4 picks. So hopefully we can help you guys win some money. But we're going to head over to Ryan's segment of the week.
Did you know what word has the most perfect rhymes? And this will go nicely with Enser's segment that we are going to be introducing today.
What's a perfect rhyme?
Oh, Rob, I am so glad you asked, and I knew that you would, so I was ready with this information. So a perfect rhyme, try not to space out when I say this because this is really boring, but this is a definition.
Okay.
Words that sound alike from the pronunciation of the vowel of the main stressed syllable to the end of the word are known as perfect rhymes.
Thank you, Webster.
Day, yeah, you're welcome. Day and way, they don't have to be spelled the same either, like claim and same.
Cow and howl.
Yes, those are perfect rhymes. Do you know what word has the most perfect rhymes? Any guesses?
Mop.
No.
And
So
it is most. Most has the most perfect
I
rhyme.
had the MO part.
You did? Mop. More than 102 from 1 to 12 syllable options. Yeah.
Wow.
So if you're going to write a rap, rhyme with a lot of stuff with most.
Most,
You'll
okay.
fill a lot of space in there.
look at that. Thanks for dropping knowledge as always. And now we will head over to pick some games.
Lady, go!
Guys, I don't know what happened last week. I don't even want to do this segment right now.
Do you even want to talk about this?
I got embarrassed last week, guys. I got 1 game right. A monkey at the zoo.
Lonesome dove.
I had a terrible week with 4 right, and that's embarrassing. You got 1, man.
But Grayson, he's 20 months old. He can get lucky and pick 5 games right. I got 1 game right. So for Rob already said he had 4, and Ryan had a great week. actually blew past me and made it, I think, the closest we've had with Rob in a while. So he got 10 correct. So for the season, Rob has 111. Ryan has 103, so only 8 back now. And I have 95. So I got to start growing my mustache right now.
Yeah, you're running out of time for that.
And I should have done No Shave November and started back then, but oh well.
Dude, I cannot.
Looks like you already started.
Yeah, right.
I've been starting for 29 years.
I can't wait to see you with a mustache, bro.
All right, let's do some rapid fire game picks.
All right. Well, you're in last place now, so pick the order.
I'm gonna go. I'll go first. Me, Rob, Ryan, Travis.
You went first last week too. All right.
Dude, I love this. This is the way I would have picked it.
So one more time on the order, so I know.
Me, Rob, Ryan, Travis.
Okay.
That's how the order is on my spreadsheet, and I want to be able to type easiest. And I don't want you guys to influence my picks. So here we go.
To make it interesting for Enser, we could always take percentage of right.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, but I wasn't going to say it. But
because Enser obviously can't pick as many right as we are.
I'll
but
just have a little smaller pool.
Yeah. What do we got? 4 weeks left. Yeah, so
let's do percentage.
We can do that for the rest to see how you do versus us. Yeah. Or if you want to just grow the mustache out with Anthony.
Okay. Yeah, I started a couple months ago too, so we're good.
We had to think of something else because these guys can't even grow mustaches.
Well, hold on. No, I can get something.
I can. It's just not good.
It ain't pretty, but
okay.
We'll post it to our Twitter.
My daughter might not want to look at me anymore, but
all right, you guys ready?
Ready.
So we definitely we're recording this episode on Friday, the 16th of December. We definitely all picked San Francisco, so we're going to give ourselves one correct this week.
Yep.
Sound good, guys?
Sound good.
All right. So, like Anthony was saying earlier, we got 3 Saturday games. The first, Colts at Vikings, -3.5.
Minnesota.
Vikings. Second game, Baltimore at Cleveland, -2.5.
I think they're going to have some weather too. It's right on the river there. I'm going to go Cleveland. Keep it close.
Browns. And the Saturday night game in the snow, Miami at Buffalo, -7.
Before I go on, I just realized it's a Lake Erie, not a river, but that doesn't have to be any. Go Bills.
Yeah, I got all my Bills gear on. I'm going. I got to go Bills. Let's go.
I'm going to think with my head and not my heart. I'm going to go Dolphins.
Yeah, I've got a line of 7. Miami.
Yeah.
Okay, on the Sunday games, Philadelphia at Chicago +8.5 points.
Feels like this needs to be more. I'm going Philly.
Yeah, this line's gone down. Interesting.
It was 9 the last time I looked, so
I'll go Philly.
Philly.
Kansas City at Houston +14.
This was my confidence level 10, so Kansas City.
Yeah, I'm going to go Kansas City too.
I feel obligated because this was your confidence level 10 pick, so I'm on board. Kansas City.
I've gotten like 2 of those right, just so we all know.
All right, give me the Texans.
Yeah, I'm all for throwing up half-court shots, but Chiefs.
Do you want Houston or Kansas City?
I want Houston.
All right. Cowboys at Jacksonville +4.
My Jags, baby. Let's go.
You already know where I'm at. Confidence level 10, Jacksonville.
Give me the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'll take the Cowboys too.
Ryan's just completely against our confidence level 10 picks this week.
Like confidence level 3 this week.
Okay, we'll see.
It's not bias. It's just
Ryan
faith in the Cowboys.
lived in Texas for a while, so he's actually a Cowboys fan, I guess.
Whoa.
You were
I was
closer to Austin, weren't you?
I was in Austin. I was closer to.
Oh,
Actually,
so that's why you picked
He was
Houston.
a
Okay,
hook 'em
well,
horns.
it worked for one of those two.
that's right.
Kansas City at Houston. You don't want to pick Houston. All right. Moving on. Detroit at the New York Jets +1. That line has shifted since the news that Mike White is out and Zach Wilson is starting.
Detroit.
Yeah, I was on the Lions either way. So Detroit.
As was I. Detroit.
Yeah, they could have had Joe Namath playing Detroit.
That's our Detroit Lions, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
We've been on them from the beginning.
Yes, we.
All right. Steelers at Panthers -3.
Kind of like what Darnold's doing. I'm going to go Carolina.
Yeah, I like them to push the Bucs. Give me Carolina.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'll take Carolina. Their defense is actually playing pretty good.
Yep.
Mhm.
Falcons at Saints -4.
Saints at home against a rookie.
I hate the Falcons. I'm just leaving it at that. They're my least favorite team. I don't know if I've said that before.
I'm gonna go Saints.
I'll take the Saints as well.
Can't figure out how to use Kyle Pitts. Come on. Patriots at Raiders -1.5. Another line that's been shifting.
Raiders.
Raiders for me.
All right, this is a weird week, man. I feel like we've had a lot of the same.
Yeah, yes, it is definitely a weird week here.
I'm going to take the Pats.
Mm.
I think Mac Jones is playing decent.
I will say I'm a little bit worried that the Raiders just end up quitting, but hopefully not this week. Cardinals at Broncos -1.5.
2 backup quarterbacks. I'll go Arizona. I don't have a reason why.
Yeah, I just want the points. Arizona.
Oh man, I kind of want. I'm gonna go Broncos.
It's like picking beets or Brussels sprouts. I'll take the Cardinals. Maybe J.J. Watt is going to give him a speech.
Maybe.
Better than any speech Russell Wilson gives. So,
Do we know if Colt
Take
McCoy is
Cardinals.
healthy? I saw he was questionable.
I saw he was questionable as well. I just want to see if there's any burning bridges. If the backup for the Broncos can come in and put on a show.
Brett Rippin? Right?
Brett Ripien?
I don't even know how to say it. Ripien? Yeah, I'm not
I don't
sure.
know, honestly.
We'll have to tune into that game to see how to say his name. Okay. Bengals at Buccaneers +3.5.
I'll go with the Bucks getting points at home.
And I want the Bucs to win, but I'm taking the Bengals.
I'm going Bengals.
Bengals. They're still playing really good.
Yeah.
I don't think they've peaked yet.
All right. Tennessee at the Chargers -3.
All right. They get the rodeo together. And Tennessee goes over to the West Coast and gets the win.
Calling the win. I don't know if I'm there, but I'm going to say Tennessee, although I'm expecting it to be a field goal game. So this might be a push, guys.
I'm
Calling
going
it
to go
now.
Tennessee.
Yeah, I'll take Tennessee. I don't think
I mean,
Tennessee's
really,
a team. Vrabel,
you couldn't come
since
on the
they've had
show.
Vrabel, they don't tend to lose, 4 or 5 games in a row.
Yeah.
It just I just don't see it happening.
And as a Titans fan, you couldn't come on the show for your first episode and pick against them.
Oh, of course not.
I just
Although
wouldn't
if I
be
wanted
right.
to establish that I'm not a biased,
Well, yeah. All right. 2 games left. Giants at Commanders -5.
Giants.
Take Washington.
Papa loved Mama, and Ryan loves Washington this year for some reason. I was all over Curtis Samuel.
I do too. I don't know why.
It's weird,
Like,
man.
I want Washington to be good.
Uh-huh.
I'll take the Giants. I think Commanders are going to win, but I think it's going to be a 1 3-point game.
Yeah. It's another line that's been growing. Washington's been becoming a bigger favorite, so we'll see. Last game, Rams at Packers -7.
I'll take the Packers in December at Lambeau.
It's just a lot of points. Give me the Rams.
I'm going to go Packers.
I'm going to go Packers as well.
All right.
Baker
There it
Mayfield.
is.
Baker's still
Let's
learning
go.
the system. It's going to be fun to watch, but I just can't see them putting up a whole lot of points.
Mm.
Our dog of the week this week is going to be only fitting that it's going to be the Titans, now that we have 2 Titans fans on the podcast. But as always, it doesn't matter. Thanks for Christian for sending us the picture of Ghost last week.
That dog, though, dude. That dog was so cute.
I know, right? So it doesn't even matter who wins. Just send in the pictures of the dogs. That's all we care about. We'll tweet them out. Who doesn't need pictures of cute dogs in their life? Pretty much all the time.
Oh, Copper wanted to say he's upset you haven't used him yet.
All right. I'll talk to Copper.
You used
Tell him-
Steel, but not Copper yet.
Tell him to call my agent, and we'll get him in
I
there.
have some dogs too.
Send him.
Oh, wait. We haven't used Ryan's dog yet either.
Oh,
Do you
that's
have
good.
a dog?
I like it. I'd rather use pictures of the cats.
You guys don't get special treatment. If you have a dog that you want to submit, send it to us at Ultraflex FD, and we'll get him in there. And then we're going to be going to Travis's segment of the week. And speaking of Twitter, you can find Travis at Ultraflex Enser. But go ahead.
Okay. So Ryan was talking about some rhyming wisdom and how to rhyme, and that was a great lesson earlier. I thought I was going to have to give a little spiel on that, but you covered it. So
bro.
my rhyming word this week.
So wait a minute.
So you want to, yeah. So you get 15 seconds to try to rhyme as many words as you can with the word that I provide.
All right. Who's got the stopwatch?
So
I do.
So real quick, Enser, are you going to throw out a word every 5 seconds to cancel out any of our words? So if you say the word,
Yes,
then it's going to cross off a word if we've written it down.
correct.
Okay, so you're going to say 3 words because we have 15 seconds.
Do you guys want me to give the word and give one word right off the bat just to kind of get...
No, you do it
Okay.
at 5, 10, 15 at those intervals.
Okay.
Okay,
Ready.
ready? The word is, as soon as I say it, it's going to start.
Say it again.
Buffalo.
Holy moly. Is there words that rhyme with buffalo?
Uh,
Sloppy Joe.
that's 2 words.
Eskimo.
Oh.
I might give you guys a minute for this first one. Domino.
All right, that's it.
Okay.
Time's up.
That was like 40 seconds.
Oh.
But I could tell you guys were struggling.
Man, I
Yes.
definitely had Domino. I just want to say.
I got one, and it's not
You
even a
got-
word.
You got one word?
You'll be
I didn't get
surprised.
anything.
Chia-ho.
That's a phrase, bro.
All right, Mr. Rye, what do you got?
For buffalo, I got ago, afro, below, grow, snow,
That doesn't rhyme.
buffalo, snow,
Buffalo and no don't rhyme.
buffalo, snow. Those don't rhyme.
I don't think it does.
No, I went
Buffalo,
yeah.
afro, buffalo,
Buffalo.
grow.
I try to keep the syllables
Yeah, it's got to be
the same.
You're rhyming
Whoa,
a 3-syllable
okay.
word with a 1-syllable word.
You can technically.
So if you're keeping the syllables the same, you're saying that I had to have a 3-syllable word.
No,
I'll
but
say
I
it-
don't know
I'll
if
say
it
it
could be
to
a
you.
1-syllable word.
Ready? Buffalo, snow.
Sounds like a rhyme to me.
There's no way. No.
I don't know. Oh man, I need someone to.
We need to practice our rhyming.
What about buffalo mountain snow?
But it was a word. I'm rhyming words. I didn't know I was supposed to rhyme a phrase like she a hoe.
I was ready for like can,
Yeah.
not
I'm-
buffalo.
I was waiting for a 3-letter word.
I was trying to give you guys a little hype for the week.
So-
Saturday.
From the pronunciation of the vowel of the main stressed syllable. So buffalo, low, ho, ago, afro,
You can do one
Elo,
syllables. Yes.
bro, snow. Those are all rhyming words to buffalo. They don't have to have the same
Buffalo.
syllable.
Afro. I'll give you afro. I don't. Snow is
Dude.
not it.
I'm reading the definition of a rhyme right now. I'm telling you that it has nothing to do with syllables.
So we got. I'll
That's
give you
fine, but it
guys
still
some.
doesn't sound like it rhymes
Yeah.
to me.
But
I'll
they
give you
do.
afro. Buffalo, snow. Not even close.
Dude, I need a
know we're gonna
rhyming
need,
expert to come on here to tell us.
referees. Okay, so here's some examples: Buffalo, Jericho, mistletoe, Navajo, stereo, give and go.
Oh, hey, Ryan, all these are
Embryo.
3 syllables.
But that doesn't mean that that's right. Just because
So there
he
are
did
one
3
syllable.
syllables,
So there are 1 syllable, 2 syllable, 3 syllables.
all the way up
I
to
like
12.
I like to keep the same syllables because it sounds nice. But according to the rhymologist, there are for Buffalo 2,271 results.
And are they all 3 syllables?
No,
Okay, that's what I thought.
Is snow on there?
probably.
Is snow? He's gonna go through the 1,200 and some words.
There's throw, toe, stow, snow.
So,
There's snow.
yeah,
Snow.
Snow
so
is
by definition, it is a rhyme, I guess.
Oh,
But
so,
it's just,
so by definition, it does rhyme. Okay.
yeah, but it doesn't sound like it rhymes.
I'm
It
putting it on
does
Twitter.
too.
I'm putting a poll on Twitter.
Oh my gosh. Well, the funny thing is, if you put a poll on Twitter, all the people that say it doesn't rhyme are just simply wrong. Like, there's no controversy here. It's a rhyming word.
Yeah, I'm gonna believe what I want. Doesn't rhyme.
All right, thank you.
Oh, dude, we
Travis.
could have done rodeo, right?
Buffalo.
Buffalo rodeo.
Yeah, I missed
Oh,
that.
Too bad I already got it in. Thank you, Travis, for your first segment. For your
I'll
first
get some
episode.
smaller words for you guys next time.
please, like
Thank you.
1-syllable words.
Clearly, we need it.
We need some practice.
As I mentioned, you can find us on Twitter at UltraflexFP, at UltraflexRob, Ultraflex Sutton, Ultraflex Ryan, Ultraflex Enser. Big week of football this week. Rob's going to be going to the game. Send us a picture so we can see what the conditions are like.
Hopefully, you can see the field.
Hopefully, yes, that would be. I remember the snow game a couple of years ago. People that were sitting up top couldn't see the field. So hopefully, you have better luck. But yeah, other than that, go
Real
Bills.
quick.
Thanks for listening this week. And
If
Ryan,
anybody has anything that they want us to draft, or if they have something they want us to talk about, go on to ultraflexfootball.com and you can leave us a voicemail on there. I don't know how many people make it to the outro segment where I give all that information. So just right now, if you want to go to ultraflexfootball.com, you can actually leave us a voicemail. We will listen to it, and then we'll get to any of your questions or comments, and we'll share it on the podcast.
Ryan, knock knock.
Who's there?
I eat mop.
I eat my poo.
All right, everyone have a good week.
Go Bills. Go
See ya.
Titans.
Go Bills.
What's up, Ultraflexers? Thank you for listening to our show. We appreciate all of you for your support. If you would like to support us even more, we have a website, ultraflexfootball.com. Or if you would like to subscribe to us wherever you get your podcasts or on YouTube, that would be great. We would also really appreciate it if you would rate our show. Unless, of course, if you don't like it, then maybe make a donation on our website so that we can make the show even better just for you. You can also leave us a voicemail on our website if there's something you'd like to share, and then maybe we'll play it on the podcast. Once again, we appreciate all of you. and we look forward to talking random stuff again next week. Oh, yeah, and some football.